back. Is this working? Is this working? All right, let me go sort out my, make sure I delete my old 3-minute video here, which ended. I'm gonna delete this, delete forever. Okay, it seems to be working. I'm not sure if it's better. Here, excellent. Okay, seems like it's working better now. Huh, weird. Okay, apparently if you do it through, no. It's still saying that the stream health is not very good. I don't know. It's kind of annoying. It's very annoying actually. You know, at some point I'm gonna have to give up on double streaming or something, I guess. Sucks. Here, hold on. I'm gonna edit this now. YouTube stream, boom. And then update this here. I'm gonna have to take a look at this, even though my bitrate is really high. Streamlabs, hey McCurry, Streamlabs, dual stream, YouTube connection poor, even though Twitch is great. Your Streamlabs YouTube connection is poor during dual stream because YouTube often has stricter network requirements or different server loads than Twitch. Twitch has lower limits. They're likely overloading your connection trying to send high quality video to both. It seems to suggest that I should lower my bit rate. That doesn't quite sound like the answer. But here, let me do 6,000 and see what that does. I lowered it to 6,000. Let's see if that makes any difference. Hi, everyone. Sorry. You know, as usual, my stream is always beginning with, you know, settings and shenanigans that's involved with it. I wanted to create also a little default low effort style thumbnail. So I just took a bunch of screen grabs. Void says, yep, balance. Can't you set different bitrate for each stream? Apparently not. Apparently not. I have to say it's more than annoying. It's definitely more than just tiny bit annoying. So I got to tag game development, indie development, indie game dev, devlog, Godot, making games on Godot. Hey, yo! You want the purple? Okay. Wow, we haven't used that in a while, have we? It's actually available to change now that I am visually visible. Here, I'm going to go full screen real quick. All right. Purple. Is this purple? Okay, at least one of them is kind of pinkish. Is this purple? This looks pretty purple, right? Right light. This is pretty purple. Is it purple? Would you consider this purple? I guess this is more of a purple, huh? Okay. Peppa. Papa. Purple is so hard to say for some reason. That's pink? Well, no. It says this is pink. This is more red. It's hard to tell. This is kind of pink. Violet and pink is pretty close, so this is blue. I think this is about purple. Hey, Debbie. Welcome. We have our weekly call. Will you be there? It seems like there are some people who's joined that's not joining the Discord, by the way. So I don't know. I've been mentioning it in the our lessons, being like, "Hey, come come join. Make sure you're in the Discord server because the part of the deal is that you get this weekly calls, little classroom calls. So I don't know. You know what? Their loss, I guess. If they feel that it's enough to just take the lessons without the call, that's fine with me. All right. I'm still trying to figure out this whole like YouTube connection situation, which is kind of annoying. Um why is it doing that? Maybe if you watch it delayed it'll be better. Ugh. I feel like I thought I had a pretty good confidence that my stream would be much healthier because I updated, some of these like settings. I guess I can't change the bitrate while actively running though. It seems like it's something that I can only change um, before the stream. Wait, these two have two different colors. Am I crazy? No. Okay, we changed it. All right. Bo Racing says, "Hi Ezra, have you ever made a game for Steam using Godot? No, we're on the way to do that though. We want to release it. And you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it within the next 2 weeks. How about this? We're gonna we're gonna release a game on Steam in 2 weeks. You want to see it? But reason I can do that is because I already paid the $100 fee and register for Steam Labs or whatever Steam Workshop, so we can do that. We were in the middle of making our simple game, and we ended up creating this. Where is it? Sprite, which this one we chose a color scheme, and then we drew a bunch of stuff and vibed essentially. Vibe in a old definition. Ah man, I hate Gen AI and how they overtook the language in that way. But we did that, and I created this sprite. Look, it's a little walking guy with a lantern swinging back and forth, ear flopping. I just don't know what the mechanic would be. I'm thinking like I really want to focus on making sure that the game runs more or less in a same area, because puzzle platformer requires you to make bunch of levels, right? Oh, whoops, full screen. Okay, here you go. So I made this. And I don't know. Like we have this thing, it's a good color, it's a good thing. There's a lantern. We talked about mechanics using lanterns and such. But I can't quite think of ways to simplify it, right? Cuz that was the whole point. The whole point is that game must be fun within 6 minutes. And if I'm going to release it within 2 weeks, I want it to be like really tightly scoped and still be fun to keep playing over and over again. And I might release it for like 50 cents. I'm sure people will buy it for 50 cents if it's fun enough, right? And then see what happens. Devi says, "Did you show the game lol?" Oh, there's old Dilbert with his lamp again. Oh, that's his name, Dilbert. All right, we got Dilbert walking around, and then some other vibes here. So I'm trying to think, what is the game? What is the game? Is it pretty cool to go between this like zoomed in and zoom out version of the game? Does it occupy the same space? Blah blah blah. All those things. So. We're gonna try to figure that out. So I'm gonna stare at this screen and then just imagine a gameplay and hope that something lands. The restriction right now is that it needs to be a single screen. I'm gonna say it has to be a single screen. So new things happen within the single screen, and then it has to be random every round. And then it needs to progress in ways that it feels like it's building up. So we do have to have some sort of like arcade-like, roguelike stuff. McCoy says, "You know what this art reminds me of? What? What does it remind you of? Let me hear it." Oh gosh. Tell me. Well, ads starting. Oh, well, I guess the ads might be going right now. Might be, if that's the case. All right. You mean it reminds me of my art, right? I'm guessing that's what you mean. I'm gonna probably create this sprite. I'll export this as a character sheet. Whoa. Seems like I didn't really clean it up. I need to clean this up. Oh, thanks for the hydrate. Do I sound like I'm thirsty? I guess I am. I should go get water. My water cup is empty right now. Mikori says, sorry, was finding it on Itch. Oh, I see. Pierre Vendor Mason. Oh, it's pretty cool. Ooh, this is made with Godot. I like the art style. Oh, it's kind of like a little roulette game. Oh, I see, I see. That's pretty cool. Pretty clever. I like the art. Oblomov says, hey, I just got a chance to check my Twitch recap. You're the channel I watch the most. With 10 hours. Haha. Whoa. Thanks for watching me. Thanks for following along. It's great. I appreciate everyone who's been here. Now, I am most of your life. Jebins, thanks for the follow. Did the notification work? I know I turned it off for recording, but I don't know if I turned it back on. Voice says, what if a delivery game? He goes around delivering letters in the dead of the night. He can sometimes read the letters. Oh, dude, that actually sounds really fun. I don't know what the, you know what? I'm not going to just like vibe it. I'm going to sit here and really come up with at least a first level playthrough before I implement it. Oh, that's pretty cool. This guy is amazing at pixel art. You know what? I'm going to mute this just in case it's going to get me in trouble. Whoa, I love these buttons. Very sick. I see why it reminds you of my art style because of the limited color scheme. Select a weapon. Oh. You know what? I could see this as a really fun game. I can't play it right now because I don't have patience to read it. And then there are a lot of interactions here. Slot deck builder of some sort. Okay. That's pretty cool. All right. Well, I'm gonna save that for later. Hey Jebins. Jebins says, hey everyone, I saw it pop up. Yeah. Great. The notification, you mean. Great. Great to know. I still need to get some drink because Mikori redeemed hydrate, and I haven't done that. I gotta go get it. But let me read everything here. Oh, YouTube. Okay, it says Void. We talked about the delivery game. I like that idea. Mikori says it's dungeon roguelike where everything is slots. Yeah, that's cool. Devi Kaiser with the watch streak is currently on 3 stream streak. Yeah, Devi's the biggest. Hey, is there like a top chart? I'm sure Devi's name is on there. Mikori says, yeah, slot builder essentially. Why does it look like a character is doing the 2-step dance move? Oh, it's because it's a 4-frame walk. If you pay attention too closely, it's going to look like they're doing the little 2-step. 2-step. I guess it's because it's also floating, maybe? Hold on. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. It looks more like it's doing 2 steps now. It's dancing. He's dancing. Da 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 da. I think that's okay. You know what? We'll work with it. He's got the spirit. Yeah, he knows how to walk. We'll deal with it later. It will look much more natural once it's in the game. Elfman getting jiggy with it. Oblomov says, it looks cool. Thanks. Debbie says, he's got the spirit. Okay, let me go get some drink here. A non-adult drink here. I'll be back. I'm going to mute myself real quick. What better way to hydrate myself than drinking a sugary drink? It's a Korean cider, kind of like a Sprite. I saw it at the American grocery store the other day. I was like, whoa, weird. I'm going to go get it. So I did that. What flavor? It's just like, I don't know how to describe it. It's supposed to be just like sugar with these like natural spring water, like a sparkly natural spring water. In Japan, there's a cider called Mitsuri cider or something like that. It kind of tastes similar. I don't know how else to describe it. But yeah. Midnight delivery. I love it. Mikori says, so sweet sparkling water. Essentially, basically. Devi says, all by ourselves. Don't want to be all by myself. That's what we're doing here. We're doing we're gonna do karaoke day one day, probably. I don't really have much songs I know how to sing, but I do want to learn a few things that I like. For example, I really want to. I gotta make sure I learn the Rocky Horror Picture Show song. The Sweet Transvestite from Transylvania one. It's like, see, you've met my faithful handyman. That part, I love that. So I need to practice that for sure. Off topic. Voice says, Ezra original songs when? I don't know. I need to go to a music school and then find some confidence that I feel that I could present to the world. Then we can have Ezra. Because that's what I said. You know, it's embarrassing to try and come up with a song live because you and I both know that I don't have that much practice or ability. All right, we're gonna save this under player sprite here, export. And guess what? We just learned how to do this in our lesson. My paid 30-day course. We're getting close. We're on week 3 now, starting soon. A lot of advanced topics coming along right now. But we got the player character here. Cool. We're gonna attach the animated sprite to the. It will create some sprite frames here. And I guess default is walk. I'm just gonna reuse that. This one is like, what? Is it 32 by 32? No, it's not quite. It's 40 by 40. What a strange dimension. But it's okay. It works. We're gonna have this character walking around like so. We're gonna make this project setting to be nearest for that crispness. Because it's still waiting for that Ezra makes K-pop stream. I don't know. I don't have the ability to do that. It's hard. I need to get I probably need to purchase a some sort of music making software then. I guess I should do it because what's this name did it without any experience and kind of did it fine. Paula says job simulator, good marketing. Job simulator, like a delivery man is a job simulator. Is that what we're saying? Because is already on week 3. What? Yeah, already on week 3. We just finished our week 2. Devi says my brain is already mush. Oh no. I mean, I know we're teaching a little bit at a time. Obviously, take your own pacing. Like all the lessons are available forever once you are part of the thing. And you know what? I probably will open up, weekly after the lesson, anyways. So after the month is over, if you are like, oh, I just got to this, that's okay. That's okay with me. So don't be too afraid to take your time. It's okay if you're not, strictly following along. I guess, though, whose fault is it? Whose fault is it, like, if we're doing that? If I say, oh, Ezra, you promised 1 month I'll have a game, but I didn't finish. And I'll be like, you didn't follow along the lesson. You can't demand me to change myself. But yeah. Of course, we're going to have a hurtbox and hitboxes for each one of them. Each identity. Good for organizing. We've gotten pretty fast with these. I also misspelled hitbox and hurtboxes. Boom. Mikori's like, you never know if you don't try. Of course, I will never know. We have to make our K-pop stream, I suppose. We'll do it. On miscellaneous days, we'll do it. Obviously, I have no rules. I just do random stuff all the time, so it's probably not that bad. All right. Let's see. I wish my YouTube stream wasn't lagging though. Guys, I need to figure this out. I don't know how to do it. It's probably because of the bit rate, but they don't help. They're not helping. It's okay. I'm giving up on YouTube here. Void says, Ezra, side note, it's about project versioning. When using GitHub Desktop, scripts and folders I've not touched in a while get replaced with old scripts from previous commits. And sometimes there is a ghosting effect where a different branch appears on main. Wait, this is a problem with GitHub or using GitHub with Godot? Is it specifically for Godot or is it for GitHub in general? Okay. Well, good to know. Thanks for letting me know. That sounds annoying, if you ask me. That sounds annoying. All right, so we have the animation for walk. By default, I suppose we're just going to have the player just sit, I suppose. We don't have any idle animation. Though I guess not having an idle animation would be like no for selling. Does this mean that the game will always be a free version of the game only? Maybe. We're going to create a hurtbox here, and then we're going to create a hitbox. Devi's getting the speedy version of preview of Module 3 Lesson 1, actually. Anyways, this is probably a good time to say, hey, if you want to make games and you have absolutely no idea how to get started, I have a course, 30-day course. It's great. Go join. Yay. There it is. That's my bit of today's promotion. I'm trying so hard to sell this. It's okay. And also there's a 50% off code, which I will share if somebody asks. Hey, thanks. Actually, just games. Thanks for raid. Shout out to Actually Just Games. Hey, Actually Just a Raid. Welcome. I hope you had a great stream. Do say what you will about that, I guess. What a weird way to say that. I hope you had a good stream. Let us know. Let the good people know what kind of amazing stream you had. We are just chilling right now. We're trying to make a quick game. I mean, it's a bit of a challenge. I'm trying to release to Steam within 2 weeks, and I'm making a game right now. And the idea is, the lesson I learned was that basically I want the game mechanic to be fun within 5 minutes of playing. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to keep the scope of the game very tight, which is a challenge for me because I always overcomplicate the game mechanics. But Chris said, oh my God, what is this code? Oh, the code for 50% off? I mean, you don't need it. You're in a school, or you're in school, so. But it is Godot 1. All caps, GODOT 1. You'll get 50% off on the course. Actually, Just Game says, what's up? It was nice. Fixed a lot of async await issue. I love an async await issue. Sounds like a Node.js problem. Are you not on game dev? Or are you just like doing software dev here? Actually, Just Game says 2 hours game dev challenge. 2 weeks. Kind of. I don't know. I just decided that I'm going to pause on my Uber game for a while. Oh, C#. Okay, that makes sense. My Uber game, there are like 4 of them which I've been working on. So I'm pausing it so that I can hit a refresh, get a little bit of a creativity palette cleansing sessions, and then really make sure we go for the vibe plus vibe, not to be confused with vibe coding. Vibe as in like vibe of the aesthetics. The vibe plus focusing on that really like fun initial gameplay and keeping it simple. So far what we did was we went through, picked a color palette that we enjoyed, and then we just drew a bunch of pixel art until something came out of it naturally, and then we got this something we like. So I just made a player character, and now we're taking time to create a mechanics around it. But first of all, I'm doing what I can by creating a little player character to move around. Hurtbox lives in a player hurtbox. Hurtbox doesn't detect anything. Hitbox lives in a player hitbox and then detects a hurtbox of everybody else. There you go. Right, hitbox is used to hit. Hurtbox is used to get hurt. Now, hitbox right now, this doesn't quite make sense. This shape doesn't make sense because there's no like hitting. So I think I'm just going to remove the hitbox for now. Well, I can keep it here, but I can just get rid of the shape for now. Okay, so we have a hurtbox. When hurtbox gets detected, nothing happens. We're going to create a script, preliminary script for player character. But I think player character, before doing a player character, we'll probably create a character script first, and then we're going to extend the character script. So we'll say script here, character body, which will be character body 2D, extends. And then that will be over here. Class name, character body. It'll be our character body. I guess I could call it my character body, but that's a little lame. And then it's going to have some sort of functions for movement. Probably, we're not going to worry about that just yet. And then probably have some sort of velocity assignment. Actually, Just Game says, if you do in 2 weeks, will you be Next Fest? I feel like I really shouldn't do Next Fest. I heard that Next Fest, if you want to do Next Fest, you definitely want like pretty like complete games. I mean, I might as well. I could do low effort Next Fest and be like, you know what? I don't care. I don't have to do something serious. Only problem is that because I heard Next Fest, you only get 1 submission per game, right? What's the Next Fest? When is it? I actually haven't paid attention to it. February. Oh, it is coming up. You know what? That's a great goal. You know what? That gives us a month. Let's do Next Fest. All right, we're gonna submit for Next Fest. It has to be a demo. Yeah, exactly. We're going to create a free demo with put it in your cart thing. Jevin says, yeah, it's coming soon. That's what I'm shooting for too. All right, everyone, we're doing Next Fest. We are doing Next Fest. We're just metal or pedal to the metal, just grinding it out. You know, this is a great timing because, all right, unfortunate news here from me. Oh, man, you know what? I'm not going to say that yet. Anyways, we're going to make our games. Let's go. All right, process here. Actually, Just Game says, McCoy says, don't forget, you need like 1 to 2 weeks before to submit and get it accepted. Oh, you know what? Wait, is it also per game you only get to submit once? It's not that you can resubmit if you get rejected? Actually says, make sure to submit the Steam page early enough. Okay, we're gonna do everything. We're gonna vibe it so hard. But once again, don't get confused. Whenever I say vibe, I never mean vibe coding or Gen AI stuff. Though I guess some of them, like some of the writing stuff, might help. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do what I think so. Actually says I also think so. What? Voice says no. You can resubmit, I believe. Voice says you can't just try to drop something and leave us hanging. Yeah, I can. I was just saying that, like, you know, it's a new year. I'm trying to launch my course. I'm doing everything I can to, you know, stay off work. But I'm getting to a point of like, you know what? I actually probably should get a day job. It's been 2 years. So I'm in the kind of like the last hurrah of deciding if I should work at the same time. I know it's a kind of first world problem right now that I've been able to do this 2 years without any problem. That's a big announcement. Not really an announcement because I haven't made the decision yet, but it's coming along. It's coming up very soon. So we'll see. We'll see. That decision needs to be made quite a bit. Ish says Tinty. What's Tinty? Tinty what? Am I tinting? Actually says, wish you best of luck. Thanks. Gotta go now. Good luck with the next fest. Thank you. Thanks for a raid again. Actually, I'll see you. Jevin says, is Feb 11th, 12th are the last days you could reasonably submit a build for a review, I think. Okay. We're going to make a perfect build. Does it have to be both playable on Windows and Apple, or can it just be Windows executable? Which I guess I need to... You know what? This will be a great experience. All right, we got this. I simply want to move it left and right. And that's pretty easy. And this one only will happen if velocity is reasonably non-zero. And that means anybody else can determine the velocity and then this will get assigned. Or even if we say, you know what, I want the movement to happen, movement logic to be summed on the tick. When the tick happens versus like when the function gets called, that could be done too. I don't know. Then we can, some other functions can set the velocity and it'll be okay, I think. So over here, if I say, I'm going to attach a script. Oh my gosh. I'm fairly empty-stomached. I don't usually just down sugary drinks. This is my first time in a while. I was like, why am I stumbling against my words and like I feel like so jittery? This is a sugary drink. Not even once. I am bouncing off the wall right now. It's kind of crazy. It's fairly crazy what I'm feeling right now. Okay, so we're gonna do inputs here. Oh boy. You know what? I got it. Okay. We're gonna have an abstract class, and we're going to have an abstract function called movement. And it's gonna take delta timing, movement update. And then that's not going to have anything defined, right? Because it's void. And then movement update will get called. And then it'll do that. player character needs to have movement update instead of process, so we don't have to override the process that already exists. This one doesn't like it because too few arguments. Okay. Excuse me. Voices indeed. McCory says, I don't think platform matters. Okay. That will be a good news. Jevin says, it's just whatever you have listed at the time of the fest, I think. For example, you can't mark it as Linux if it's Windows only for the fest, I think, anyway. Okay. Okay. So there's some flexibility. All right. So what we do need to do is movement update here. So we have a func movement update, and that one takes delta float. And this one, we're going to say player character. Oh my goodness. Basically, input direction, vector 2. I mean, up doesn't really matter, but I think I'm going to do it anyways. Input get axis of jeez. We're going to say this is going to be left, move left, and move right. X value. And then we're going to split that with input get axis of look up and look down, assuming that this is a platform based movement. And then we're going to define our input map here. We're going to say move left, move right, look up, look down. We're going to do left, right, up, down, and then we're going to get our controller. Here we go. Hey, Snowies. Hello. Snowy says, hey, what are you working on? We're working on a game that now we just decided that we're going to try and input before Next Fest in a month here. We just started it. So we're not on a... Things are not looking good. Basically, we have a lot to overcome, but that's what makes it a great challenge. So we'll see. Part of it right now is that we're taking through the challenge of let's make a simple game that's fun instead of doing overcomplicated logic that we always do. Well, I always do, because I got so used to, this is a problem with gamers, right? Gamers are so used to playing like these complex mechanics and stuff like that, that we skip the whole tutorial and learning the game part and having fun within the minutes. It's like, well, look, trust me, this show gets really fun after you finish season 1, but you need season 1. Like that's what kind of suggestion is that, right? So the idea is we want to focus on getting the game to be fun within 6 minutes of the gameplay. We haven't quite decided what it's going to be, but this is what the character looks like so far. This is what the vibe is. So we're going to go around that. So far, the idea of delivery man through the darkness, midnight delivery has been the idea, but I'm not sure. I want to say there's some sort of like fantastical element that I see. Like I feel like we need to have some sort of fantastical element, like magic. So we'll see what that looks like. Thanks for the follow, Snowies. I'm not usually this hyper. Right now I'm hyper because I don't usually drink sugary drinks. I just downed a gulp of it, and I don't know how to slow down right now. I feel pretty jittery. I'm sorry. Okay, so we have an input direction. It doesn't really require delta. We're not going to use it, so I'm not going to do anything to it. We're simply going to do velocity equals, oh, maybe we do need it. Basically, I suppose we're just going to decide the X input only. The input direction, X times the speed, which speed is provided by the character body. Export var speed, and I'm going to say this is 1,000 for now. And then we want it to be consistent, so speed will be multiplied by delta, which, you know, obviously